Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sonique and today I want to talk a little bit about Ethony Dawn's offerings. Now, for the month of July, I used the Penumbra Tarot deck here, which is, it's so good. I've done a walkthrough of this deck, so I will link that below. And I had a wonderful, wonderful time with this deck. This is the box. It opens to here. As I say, I've done a whole walkthrough of this deck. For the interview, I actually used Ethony's spread that's included. Interview your new tarot deck, rather than using the one that I normally use. So that was really interesting and a different way of looking at things, which I totally enjoyed. And what else? Let me think. I mainly used, let's find it. Now I normally use this Flickering Cauldron Moon Diary for my month deck explorations. Do a different Fae deck every month. And I chose this one. I chose this one for July. But it's not totally a Fae deck. Although it's sort of got Fae elements in it. But look at this. It's just got some amazing vibrant imagery in it. I love it. I've really enjoyed working with this deck, and the colours are just so intense. So cool. Yeah, and even got a little bit of nods to mythology in there as well. But as I say, not really a Fae deck as I thought it would be. It's got elements of Fae, but overall, I love this witch. Yeah, overall, not a Fae deck. So I sort of veered off the course there unintentionally, and it was unintentionally. So that was the Penumbra Tarot, and I just love the watercolour. And yeah, so I recorded in the Flickering Cauldron Moon Diary my draws, but what I didn't do, and what I normally do, is write in a little synopsis within the diary itself. I didn't do that. I did my new moon and full moon deck draws at the time, but what I did instead was use my own journal, because for some reason this deck called for really longer journaling sessions rather than just the little snippets that I have been doing, and I felt called to actually do that. So yeah, you can see I did quite a lot of journaling in July, and the first one was quite cool with the interview because I got the element of cups, and to me that's what the deck felt like it was about. And so yeah, I did a little bit of decoration there. And throughout I did, put some tip-ins. I went to see the Tarot movie. Did anybody see that? Anyway, I did. I thought, let's see what it's all about. And yeah, I enjoyed being a little bit more creative this month, rather than, as I say, just writing them in to the Flickering Cauldron Moon Diary. There were some sad things that actually happened during the month as well. There was a lot of things that happened during the month. So I did a bit more journaling than I normally would. Up to August there. Little sneak peek. Yes, I'm doing the full Haxa Tarot for August. So that's where I'm up to with my Fae studies, or non-Fae studies, as it were. And this came in the post today. So as I'm filming this, we're at, let me see, the second week of August. So yeah, I'm a bit behind with my filming. I actually, full disclosure, I've filmed a lot of walkthroughs and things, but I've not actually uploaded them to the channel yet. So I've got a bit of a backlog. But they'll get up eventually. There's no rush, is there? I don't need to be the first to open a new deck. Anyway, yes, this came in the post, and I've had a look at it, and what a gem Ethony's given us this time. I do love Ethony's offerings. I've got one, the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot coming. I've had notification it's in the post. I've seen other people who've got theirs already, so I'm quite excited to get mine whenever it does arrive. I don't know why it's taking so long, but there we go. And the Awakening deck as well. I did a walkthrough of that and played with that. I love that deck. Oh, it's so good. I'll put a link to that below. And also Ethony's given us the Court Card book as well, which is a really good book. So she's done just as much as a brilliant job as with everything else that Ethony's offered. So this is the front. And we've got this like gold here. This reminds me, this figure, of the Darkwood Tarot. I'm not sure who the artist is here. I'm going to have a look. But that really does remind me of the Darkwood. Okay, so we've got some praise for Tarot Grimoire, some people that have already looked at it. It says about the author. It's a Llewellyn book. Cover art by Albert B.G. Alba B.G. That's never Eris Alba, is it? Is that Eris Elizabeth? I've got a feeling Eris... It might be. I don't know. I'm guessing here. I'm totally guessing. Anyway. So, of course, she calls tarot students bumblebees, which is very nice. Here's the contents page. Now, the premise of this book is Ethony goes through every tarot card and provides with it a little short meaning of the card, followed by a spread based on that card, and then including a spell on that card. And there's two that I want to show you or highlight. So we have the forward, an introduction, how to use this grimoire, using the tarot spreads, your own magical grimoires. So this might be the first step, and you could produce your own. Then chapter 1. Oh, we've got some working safely. We've got some gardening going on outside, I think. Please excuse, it is summer. Anyway, chapter 1, magic and casting spells. So we've got spells versus rituals, cosmic energies. Why are we obsessed with the moon? I've got to admit, I am. Ethony talks about the new moon, the waxing moon, full moon, waning and dark moon. Goes through some colours with magical correspondences here. And tools with correspondences. So we have a clear quartz crystal, a flame resistant container, a candle snuffer, a moon tracker, some candles, herbs and spices, coloured ribbon, pen and paper, workspaces and altars, energetic hygiene, very important, the morals, very good, hexing, cursing, no, banishing, and then before you cast. And scattered throughout the book, there are these little tarot tips. So here we're talking about yes, no, or maybe, and assigning different cards to that, which is also included in my next, in August's deck study that I'm doing with the Enchanted Full Hats of Tarot. So if we go to the guidebook, look, we have cards that indicate yes, cards that indicate no, and some maybes. So yeah, already done. I'm going to go through those personally and see how they correspond to what I think, how I would align them. Anyway, tarot tips. And there's a spread here that we can do before casting a spell. Is it in alignment with my highest good is the first question. We have a chapter then on actually reading the tarot cards, all about if you're a newbie. Ethony's own tarot reading rituals, and then we're into the cards themselves. So we have an introduction to the majors, and we also have introductions to each minor suit as well when that comes along. So the format of the book, let's just find one. So here we have the Hermit. So with the key concepts, so we've got some keywords, then we have what the Hermit is about, and then we have a spread that Ethony has provided. So for this one, it's message from my spirit guides spread. She gives you the spread layout, she gives you the spread questions, and then we have the spell. So what you need for the spell, when to cast it, and how to do it. So that's the format there. Then we have a conclusion. Then the appendixes are really good. So we have a list of tarot spreads by need. So if we wanted a love or relationship tarot spread, these are the ones that we can choose from. So all different sections for different types of questions. Then Ethony does the same for the spells. The lovers come and light my fire spell. Career, protection, spiritual, personal growth, etc. and some miscellaneous. And then provides some resources. So all about the Tarot Readers Academy, book list for Witchcraft and Wicca, magical correspondence and spell books, and then tarot books. And I had a little look down here, and I think I've got every book on there, every book. Anyway, a bibliography where the resources that Ethony used to write the book, how to write to Llewellyn, and yeah, the star on the back. So what I thought I'd do is have a little look at 2 spells in the book, which would be helpful, I think. Let me see. I'm thinking of the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups because they've got quite similar energies, being very psychic. So our High Priestess key concepts are intuition, mystery. I've got my finger. The subconscious and passiveness. And then if we go to the Queen of Cups, we have compassion, giving, nurturing and tenderness. Yeah. Emotional nurturing personified. Deep feelings. So a vessel of empathy and intuition, and here we have intuition as well with our High Priestess. So which is why I sort of thought I'd look at those 2 together. So Ethony talks here about the key meanings of the High Priestess. Again, the same for the Queen of Cups. For the High Priestess, we have a spiritual development spread, whereas for the Queen of Cups, a self-compassion spread. So we are coming at it a little bit differently. Here we've got a 6-card spread. Here we have a 5-card spread. And the questions here: how can I move toward making peace with the past? How is my intuition trying to speak to me? What is the best way to get to know myself better? How can I honour my inner wisdom today? What mysteries are being presented to me? How can I embody the archetype of the High Priestess more in my life? With the Queen of Cups, how can I nurture myself today? What self-judgments need to be released right now? What action can I take to embrace positive feelings? What misunderstood feelings need compassion now? And what emotions need support right now? So that helps to see the difference between 2 cards that can sometimes get confused meanings between them. You know, what's the difference between the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups? They do have similarities, but they do have differences. So this book really helps to define that. The other thing this one does is the spells. So this is lovely. So for this Psychic Powers Anointing Oil, we're really honing on in creating our own psychic abilities using an oil that we make ourselves. And you can cast this one anytime you like. So it just needs a little bottle, a little small glass bottle, like one of those, like this. This is carrot. That's why it's in this little bubble wrap, because if it really stains carrot oil. Oh, carrot essential oil. Very good though. That's safely away. So yes, one of those. A little funnel. You can get the really tiny ones. I'm looking around to find where mine is and can't see it right now. But yes, I do have one. Some carrier oil, so they've suggested apricot kernel oil there. A small amethyst or clear quartz stone. Must be able to fit in the bottle. So we're talking a slither here. A slither of crystal. And then we've got dried mugwort, dried yarrow and wood betony. Dried wood betony. I'm not sure how available they are in this country, but I will have a look. Maybe if they're not, then I could try and do some research and get some substitutes for that. Here we go, so pouring everything into the funnel and how to store it and how to use it, which is lovely. And yeah, always test the oil before placing anything on your wrist to ensure you won't have an allergic reaction to any of the ingredients. Very important when using essential oils. But I think that would be very nice to actually anoint your third eye before doing tarot readings. I think it would be really nice. Similarly, this one is a third eye psychic balm. So yeah, it's very similar, isn't it? But this time we are using a balm. So we're using beeswax and sweet almond oil, and we're actually going to use a double boiler to melt things down and make it all into a nice balm. It says clean container with lid and a label and pen. So yeah, it's up to you what you think would be quite suitable for that. So this again, very nice, just to dab some on your third eye. So you've got two options here for bringing out your psychic abilities, and I think that's really nice. This is a beautiful book. I'm going to really enjoy doing some of these. I am definitely going to do some of these. It'll be great fun. So yeah, that's the Tarot Grimoire and a little update on July and my deck study. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video. Bye friends.